Welcome back to the 6th episode of the Sistah Talk. I am your co-host, Miss BB, and that's with a Z, and this is my co-host,
Gold Chain Diva.
And we're just two sisters with a lot to talk about, and we hope that the misters have been enjoying what we have to say too. So, what's been going on, sis?
This week, a lot has been going on, actually.
Yes.
I feel good to be able to say something totally different than different day, same stuff.
Right.
So as you know, and some of y'all may know if y'all follow me on social media, that I just recently went on a road trip.
Yes.
My first ever road trip. I got a couple of my girlfriends together and we drove from Baltimore to Charlotte to Atlanta and then finished the trip in Tennessee, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So a lot of driving, but we had an amazing time. Got to see some new places. Ate a lot of great food, met a lot of great people.
Okay.
So it was a great time.
Good.
How's everything in your life going?
Girl, listen, let's just say this week I've been practicing. Well, first of all, it's a crazy week. I always work. I work a lot, always doing double. So if you hear me say that I am tired, that is because I am working a lot. But anyway, I've just been trying to just relax and learn how to relax and not do anything at all. Not just relax and find something to do. I literally bought a new TV for my downstairs, so that's exciting. And I've been tuning into Tubi. Tubi has me hooked.
What? I told you. I've been trying to tell y'all.
Tubi has me hooked.
Tubi has all the hidden gems, and I'm here for it. Every second of it. I'm here for the low budget.
I love that's my favorite. So like thus far is the low budget. I love it. And a show that it's still Black History Month. A show that I've been tuning in is Roots. I know my grandma had the cassette tapes, like the old VHS tapes of it, but I never got a chance to watch it. So I'm actually watching it, and yeah, I feel some type of way, but we're going to.
So how far are you? How deep into it? Because I guess how long is Roots? Because I know Roots is a long.
And they have it. How they did it is they sectioned it into episodes.
Okay.
So I'm on episode, I want to say like 4 or 5. They already went over to Africa, got the slaves, put them on the slave ship, and shipped them back to Maryland. I'm not sure what part in Maryland, but that's the part that I'm at. And I actually get to see where, like, the one joke that Medea says, Kunta Kinte put his foot down and his foot got chopped off.
Yeah.
I actually get to see why. Like
the reference.
The reference behind it. So let's just say it's interesting, and I'm gonna keep on watching it because I'm really enjoying it.
Well, I'm a little upset that you started watching it without me because we said we were gonna watch it together. But now I have to kind of catch up because I did see it there. Okay. It's definitely one of those things that we should see as Black people.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of ashamed to say at my big age of 29.
I know
that I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I got scolded from Malcolm. He was like, I can't believe that you haven't watched it.
But you know what though? You can't scold somebody for not seeing it really, because some people got it played for them while they were in elementary school. Like they were made to watch it.
His mom.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you never had nobody in your life that made you watch it, like you never would have seen it. And a lot of people may not even really know what the heck you're talking about.
Exactly. So if you haven't watched Roots, check it out. It's on Tubi. It's free. Check it out. It's really, really good. So it's really good.
Right. Well, I plan to do just that.
Yeah.
But as she says, Miss Beatty, I got to get better about calling Miss Beatty. We're not going to use your government name.
Right.
Miss Beatty. As Miss Beatty said, it is Black History Month.
Yeah.
And so, a lot of the things that we are, of course, we want to highlight like the positives and Black excellence and things like that. But as we know that, our history is not so far removed from us, and we're still experiencing a lot of different things today. So I wanted to tell you all about, a young lady named Brittany Hightower. She's a Texas-based woman who was, the age of 22. She was suffering with sickle cell anemia. And as we know in this country, a lot of Western medicine and a lot of hospitals don't care for us the way that we need to be cared for. They kind of neglect us when it comes to a lot of different things. And so this woman particularly, and I felt like her short story needed to be shared because not only just Black people are experiencing this, but anybody with sickle cell anemia is experiencing, being discriminated against and things like that. But basically, she was admitted into the hospital with having stomach issues. And then basically, when she got into the hospital with her stomach issues, she was there, she was saying that she does have sickle cell anemia, and that's why she's in so much pain, and asking them to really treat the pain and stuff like that. And basically, they just weren't taking her seriously. Basically, they told her, oh, she was just, crying for a show, things like that, and basically refused to give her or treat her at all. So basically, with this situation, they decided that they didn't want to treat her for whatever reason that they decided that they didn't want to treat her. It was like, basically, it's assumed to have been racially motivated. But basically, in the process of them not wanting to treat her, they called the police on her and basically had the police escort her out of the hospital.
And mind you, she's sick.
She's sick. And literally, if there's a video on TikTok for sure that shows this whole situation painted out. Literally in the video, the whole entire time you can hear Brittany in the background crying and saying, but I'm sick, like y'all won't help me, and like what am I supposed to do, like I want to file a complaint, like all these different things. She's pleading for them to help her and to have some type of decency and humanity about them. And they literally, basically, the police officer looked at her and said, well, they're choosing not to give you treatment right now. So you need to leave the hospital before we arrest you for not leaving. So you need to let them take the IV out of your arm and do all of these different things. And if you want to seek care somewhere else, there's a hospital such and such and such place, but they're not going to treat you here.
This is okay. This is my biggest frustration with that, because I am in the medical field. I try to advocate for our people as much as I possibly can, because you'll notice being in, I can only use the nursing home for example. We have Black residents that they won't touch their hair because they're not sure. They don't understand it. Care. It is so important for Black women, Black men that are in this type of hospital, nursing home, psych unit, anything, to advocate for us. If she had somebody to advocate for her, I don't feel like it would have went the way that it did. And that's so upsetting.
Yeah, and that was one of the things as I was watching the video unfold. As a single woman, a single Black woman at that, I worry about, these instances where I have had to go to the hospital and I don't have anyone there with me. And I really did wonder, like, why is she by herself? You know what I mean? But it's not uncommon. Like I said, I'm a single Black woman, and I have been in that scenario before. But I always, call my dad. Like, my dad is literally the first person I call. Dad, I need you. Or, like, if I don't need you yet, like, I'm just letting you know what's going on. But this is what's going on just in case I need you.
Gotcha.
But that whole situation to me was just crazy, because they literally just told her that she was faking her disease. And that she basically, and like I said, this affects a lot of other people besides just, Black people. Absolutely. And Brittany Hightower, because people with sickle cell anemia have high levels of pain typically. And typically you can hear them wailing and, whining because of the pain that they're feeling. And this is apparently a thing that they're being deprived of pain medications and things like that to help them cope with this disease that they have. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, and I just personally felt very sickened by the fact that the police, the people that we always look to protect and serve us, they always show up and give us their butt to kiss, and they basically say, well, they don't want you here, so you have to leave. And if you don't leave, you're going to be charged with criminal trespassing.
Is it surprising?
It's not surprising at all. That
they didn't try to advocate for this woman?
Sickening. It's just sickening. Because it shows you that humanity is at stake right now, And it has always been, really.
And I guess you could say my question for you is, who recorded her? Was it herself?
Yeah, she was never actually on camera. She had the camera facing outward towards the police officer. So yes, she was recording.
I got you. I know that you know this person, and I'm not going to say their name because I'm not sure if they want everybody to know, but there was a person that we went to school with. He was
a dancer. Mm-hmm. Okay, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So he has sickle cell.
Right.
And it's crazy because after we graduated, I ended up working with his mother, I think maybe grandmother, I'm not really sure, but I ended up working with her. And I remember seeing him go through he would a lot in school, you know, and I didn't understand that at the time. I wasn't sure what it was. So I can only imagine.
Yeah, I mean, and sickle cell is more prominent in black people. Mm-hmm. And the most important thing that I should not leave out of this story is that once they discharged her from the hospital, she passed away within hours of them discharging her. So who holds them accountable? How do they get held accountable when they clearly turned somebody away from care and it was a life or death situation? You know, we talked about on the last episode of, you know, these doctors taking oaths. Where is your integrity?
There's none. It goes out the window. And the crazy thing is, it's not like she didn't have insurance, because that's a reason why they turn people away. Mm-hmm. So not only did she have insurance, but she got turned away strictly because they didn't think she was in pain, or
they thought she was faking her illness.
And who are you to tell me if I'm faking something?
Because apparently they didn't see it in her records or something like that. Like,
what does that matter? Oh,
it's beyond me.
Yes,
it's beyond me. But you know, it's very sad, and hopefully, you know, in more Black History Months to come, we don't have to tell more stories like this.
No, absolutely not.
But you know, we know the world is a crazy place, absolutely. And right now, you know, a lot of people, the old folk are saying we living in the end time. So I don't know. Tell us about, you know.
So this brings me right into what I was going to talk about. So there's this thing called bunkers. It's kind of like this makes me laugh. It's not funny, but it does make me laugh. It's kind of like a basement on steroids.
I mean, yeah.
That's what I would, you know, put it as. It's these compartments that they're making, because if we get into let's say somebody shoots a bomb and hits 3 Mile Island, that's in Harrisburg. Mm-hmm. That is, we are going to, I'm trying to think of, what is it, gosh, I'm trying to think. I cannot think of what it would be like radiation. There goes my word. It would be like radiation poison. How do you stay safe from that? You can be in a house. It doesn't matter if you're in a house. It can still get to you. You need to be somewhere where it's secure. So they're building these bunkers that are underneath homes. They're building them to be in a field. Like a door, you go down. They're building that.
Well, my thought process, and you can provide a little bit more clarity as you were speaking, is that obviously these bunkers ain't for regular people. They gotta be for the rich. And the reason why my mind concludes that right away is because, I mean, what is it, Hiroshima and whatever else that happened, it ain't like we haven't experienced nuclear wars and stuff before, so why now in 2023 is this a thing?
Well, it's funny that you say that that it possibly could be for the rich. I do think that it is for the rich. They're starting off, the smallest one is like $20,000. So it's just like...
Can you finance?
Who are you telling? Because
I'm just saying, if I can finance, I'm getting a bunker.
That's what I'm saying. And I mean, what resides in these bunkers are kitchen, bathroom, shower. It's a mini house. Mm-hmm. It's funny because the doors are actually like vaults. Like vaults you would see in a bank.
It's sealed tight, yeah. Like a panic room, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely like a panic room. But I did see $20,000. The smallest one is starting. And the smallest one, you could possibly fit like a family in it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You're going to be a little bit tight, but you could fit a family in it. I think it's kind of cool because they were saying now people that are building their homes, they're building that underneath as the basement. So it can be used as a basement or a bunker. I just find it interesting. I do think with everything that's going on in the social media and what they're throwing out at us at the moment, it's very, very scary. And it makes me think maybe I might want to cut off a leg to give to them so I can have me a bunker. Because... Listen, it's scary. It
I'm
feels
about to
like
make friends with somebody's grandfather. I ain't cutting off no leg. I'm making friends with somebody's grandfather. Sir,
listen, not somebody's grandfather.
sir, can I get in your bunker, please?
Listen, people.
Like, I know how to cook. I cook.
Listen, I cook for you and fold your clothes. But yeah, I just found that very interesting.
I mean, because it's really realistic. Like you said, to the time that we're living in, it makes you really think, like, what are you guys preparing for at this point?
And it's all over TikTok. Like, it's all, and here we go bringing up listen,
TikTok is the place.
TikTok is the place. TikTok needs to sponsor us.
The
because
place.
we talk about TikTok
We do. But listen, I was just telling somebody this about TikTok. TikTok is a universe.
Yeah.
Several.
TikTok University.
Because it's so many, you don't even know what you're going to see on TikTok.
Yeah.
You could be the weirdest of the weirdest, or the purpliest of the purpliest, or the darkest of the darkest.
Yes.
But you're going to find something on TikTok.
Absolutely.
Or it's going to find you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That algorithm is A1.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. So that's kind of where I picked this up from. I was seeing it all over TikTok, and not to mention, I always have to give him his credit because he's always like looking at me when he does watch our episodes. But Malcolm did mention something to me about this before I even started to see it on TikTok, and I was just like not believing it. Like, oh, come on, they ain't building no bunkers.
We're gonna have Mr. Malcolm on the episode, so he gonna be a special guest on Conspiracy Side, because I know he got some conspiracies for y'all.
He definitely does. But yeah. So guys, make sure listen, have a plan. We were talking about that.
We were.
Have a exit strategy. Have a plan.
Listen, I was thinking about this plan the other day. I'm like, yo, I know I got a place where I want to meet, and I know you got a place where you want to meet. But I'm thinking in my mind, like, we close as shit. We need to meet each other first on the way to where we meeting to.
And that's what I told.
Because I'm like, damn, if what worst come to worst, I'm trying to meet my family that's south of here.
Yeah.
And what if I get stuck by my damn self?
That's what I'm saying. At least we can be together. We can be together and go to your family's house and listen.
Look, the one thing that I know for certain that I'm always having in my trunk is water.
Yeah.
But I do need to create some type of like plan, like a pack of things to have.
Yeah, I have a shout out to my cousin Keisha. I have a pack in the back of my my trunk that she gave me that has. It's a first aid army kit. It has everything. So you got the water. I got the first aid kit.
That's one thing I'm gonna have for certain is some water. So we ain't gotta worry about that. But speaking of trends, because we're on this, trend of all the things that are going bad in the world, and I don't know if this is a bad trend or a good trend, but I know everybody's been seeing these red boots lately.
Listen, I've seen the red boots so much that I want to get me a pair of red boots, and this is the thing.
I don't want, not those, please.
Listen.
I'm not gonna be seen with those boots.
Listen, I would look like Boots from Dora the Explorer, okay?
Tell me about
it. Listen, so anyway,
look, swiper no swiping. I'm swiping them boots.
Everybody has heard of the red boots. I think Mschf. Is it Mschf?
That's what they call.
Is that Mschf? Is that who created it?
I have no idea. I just know that they call them Mschf boots or something like that.
Yeah, and I did check out the Mschf site. And they are on there. I think that and don't quote me, I think they're going for like $350. I wouldn't spend a penny on them, to be totally honest. They look like...
You said how much?
$350.
That's not even that bad though, to be honest. I'm not gonna hold you. I thought because all these big celebrities wearing them, I thought they were gonna be at least a stack.
No. Now, excuse me. Maybe because they're getting more popular.
They probably go up in price.
They're gonna go up in price, but... I'm not sticking my feet in them boots so that my feet can be cooked like rotisserie chicken, because that's what it looks like.
Well, first of all, I saw somebody on TikTok that tried those boots on, and he literally had to slip them down the back to take them off because he couldn't get his feet out of them.
So it's like a suction cup.
Basically.
Oh no. Oh no.
And it's probably a high instep because, mind you, the top of the boot is so long.
Yeah.
It's a high instep. If you got a big foot, you get them in there, you definitely not getting them out.
And you know what's crazy is I seen Coily Ray. She performed at a basketball game, I think it was. She was a halftime performance. She looked silly.
What, in the boots?
With them boobs.
All right, hold up. When you talking, you know I gotta pull out the laptop because I gotta see what you're talking about.
She looks silly in them boots. I think Coily Ray is very, very pretty. I think she's putting skinny girls back on the map. You know what I mean? Like, she's very petite, very small. But she looked a little silly in these boots. And wait till you see it. Just wait till you see it.
I feel like I had saw it when it first came out, but I just can't bring my mind to it for some reason.
Yeah, it just...
And she like you said, she is putting on for the slim chicks.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about this picture right here when she was sitting down? I did see this one.
Let me see.
Dang, where's it at? I just clicked on it.
It was actually...
This one right here. And this one?
Yes.
I thought she looked cute in those pictures. I did.
I seen her dancing.
Oh, I didn't see her.
She was dancing for on TikTok. They showed a snippet, the performance, and she was getting it because I think she could dance very much so. But the boots just wasn't doing it for me.
Well, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna show y'all these pictures. But these two, I thought she was cute.
And honestly,
I thought she was the cutest person I've seen in the boots. To be honest, when I saw these pictures,
I'm not gonna lie, Sierra kind of looked great in them too.
All right, well let's pull up the picture of Sierra. Listen, we gonna go down the daggone rabbit hole of how many people wore these. Now, but you know what though? All right, let me pause for a second.
Okay.
Before I say I hate these boots, I will say I low-key love them. I just would never wear them.
Gotcha.
Because I will say I saw Lil Wayne in the boots. And Lil Wayne is one of the people that I would expect to wear these type of boots because that's his style. He got that skateboard style. He's edgy.
Absolutely.
So when he put them together, I was like, okay,
right.
Wayne.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Stepping out. So
right.
I just feel like, and that's another thing that's being discussed on the internet right now, is that they're not really for the real person, the everyday, like to be worn out because they don't look cute. Not. Just like you want to look dumb as hell walking down the street.
Absolutely.
But for a photo op,
yeah, definitely.
I mean,
definitely a statement piece and a photo op. So let's look at this picture of Sierra.
Now, hopefully, it come up. Some of this right here.
Yeah, I thought she looked very cute. Very comfortable. I
no, don't get me wrong. I like Sierra too. But I think I just think it looks real basic.
Yeah.
I think that it don't give the shoes enough personality.
No, I don't know. I just think that she looks really cute.
She looks regular.
Yeah, she looks like she woke up and was like, I'm going to throw these boots on, throw these shades on and take a picture. That's why I like it. I don't know.
I mean, because it's more, she had the most realistic outfit.
Yeah.
And that's but I think that boots like that, they're not realistic. I want to see them cartooned up. Like, I really did. Now, Coily Ray, I really did like seeing her in those boots.
You got to see her dancing now.
Yeah, well, I'm going to pull that up later and then post it on the back end.
Yeah.
But, these red boots are definitely taking over the internet right now.
Absolutely.
Everybody is wearing them.
Yep.
And that kind of leads me to something that I wasn't even going to talk about on Conspiracy Talk, but let's talk about Conspiracy Talk.
Yes.
But yes, so I wasn't even going to talk about this on Conspiracy Talk, but because you brought up the red boots, I have to at least mention that there is a conspiracy going around these red boots, and basically saying like, why now all of a sudden are these red boots a thing, and why is it red? So basically they're calling it a red boot society or red something society, but it has to do with like Illuminati and stuff like that.
Okay.
Basically he's saying that they're part of a club. It even goes back to like the Pope and him wearing red shoes and all types. So it's a whole history behind it.
Okay.
But more to come on that, because like I said, I wasn't even going to talk about that today.
Right.
But what I am going to talk about is our boy, Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin.
We've been talking about him since episode 1.
Absolutely.
And here we are at episode 6, still talking about him. It's like we started here, and then the more we go, we just keep on going down.
It's going down and down. Yes, ma'am.
So for those who have not watched any of the episodes, let's just start with Damar Hamlin. He passed out on the field, had a cardiac arrest. They tried to resuscitate him for 9 minutes. They had to rush him to the hospital. They finally got him back to life. He was shown in the bed. When they woke him up, he said, did we win? Who won the game? And then after that, it's been this whole conspiracy of, well, did he die on the field? Was he actually at this football game? It's a lot.
Yes.
So,
definitely.
Fast forward to where we are today.
Mm-hmm.
The Super Bowl has happened.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it.
You said you didn't watch it?
No.
I caught the ending of it. I watched a little bit of the beginning at my job and caught the ending of it at my house. I got to see Rihanna perform.
And I don't even think that I watched her whole, what I thought was her whole performance on TikTok. But I've been seeing other clips and I'm like, there's no way I saw that whole performance.
Girl, I was jamming. She played all her hits. I'm like, this explains it. Yes, I'm saying it for all the Beehive lovers. I love Rihanna more than I love Beyonce. I'm sorry. Anyway.
I mean, what's understood don't need to be said.
There you go.
But that's a whole other rabbit hole because, I mean, obviously people have been talking about that performance.
Right.
So we're not going to go down that rabbit hole today. We'll tell you about our thoughts about that later.
Right.
But, so, you know, Super Bowl happened. Damar Hamlin, he shows up to the game. He shows up wearing this Letterman's jacket that has like a Jesus Christ figure on the back of it. And then this jacket has a saying on the front of it. And basically, that's not even a controversy. The controversy is this Jesus figure was a zombie.
Yes.
And so basically the internet is now, you know, putting him in the hot seat and saying, hey, you know, we all pray to our God. You know, we claim Jesus Christ. And now you're being blasphemous by wearing this type of gear on TV.
How dare he? How dare he? When I seen the picture of the jacket, I said, I swear, I was like, I didn't even say anything. I said, like, wow. It's almost like you're saying, na boo boo, I survived, but I'm not going to thank the person that helped me make it through it.
Well, it really makes you think, was our God, our Savior, the one who helped him? There's theories that say that maybe he's now the new puppet. And now he don't have a choice.
But why him?
That's the question the world wants to know the answer to. Why him? Because realistically, if we really think about this from the beginning of when we first started talking about this man, who knew who he was? Who knew who he was before he passed out on the field?
Nobody.
Exactly. But now everybody knows who he is. And we will never see this man play football again. Probably. Probably. But not just that with the jacket. A lot of people he had a tattoo on his neck.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't have a tattoo on his neck.
Right. I mean, you can take tattoos away. That's me being, you can take them away. But this is completely not, it doesn't even show on the skin.
Yeah.
That's what.
But then, and even you gotta question yourself. Yeah, you can get him removed, but what would be the urgency for him at this point to get that removed?
To get that removed, right.
So Damar Hamlin, you're in the hot seat right now.
Definitely in the hot seat, sir.
We got a lot of questions. We got a lot of questions and not enough answers. But I will say, you know, the other thing with Damar Hamlin is that I saw the first video. Okay. So I know that, you know, since we started talking about him, he has done an interview with Michael Strahan and everything like that. I did not watch the whole thing. Okay. But his very first appearance from when he, you know, went through this incident, he's talking in front of a camera, he's talking and everything. And I'm looking at this man like, he looks distressed. Like, you know, and I hate to compare it to the scene, but the scene on Get Out where he sees him, like sees the guy in the straw hat and he's trying to take a picture of him and he's just sitting there like, and then he freaks the hell out and says, "Get out!"
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. That's what it looked like. He looked like he was inside, he was screaming. But he couldn't get his words out. And the one thing that I think is so weird about this whole scenario is how many times they said this man needed oxygen and I ain't never seen him with an oxygen tank.
Listen, and anybody, once again, here I go with my favorite line, anybody in the medical field knows that if you need oxygen, you need oxygen. And you have to wean somebody off of oxygen. You don't just, oh, they don't need it no more and take them off.
I mean, this man literally popped up like nothing ever happened and been hitting the ground running ever since. It's not taking a break, not for 1 second. But who knows? Conspiracy or not?
Love it. So I'm going to take you into what everybody has been seeing. And once again, TikTok. We need to put up like TikTok. We're constantly saying
we advocate for TikTok wholeheartedly. Like, I don't even know if I told you, but when we were on the trip that I just went on,
Mm-hmm.
Raquel does not have TikTok. And it was so annoying.
I'm so surprised that she doesn't. She's such a personality.
But she's not a social media person.
Gotcha.
She doesn't like social media. She's barely on there.
Okay.
But literally, it was so annoying because, like you said, we endorse TikTok for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, we were out of town. We wanted to get some good food. Went right to TikTok.
Yeah.
So we all communicate and sending stuff back and forth. Girl, just download the damn TikTok so I can send you what I need to send you.
Right.
You don't even need to scroll.
Yeah.
Just look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
That's funny.
But anyway, I'm sorry. I took a sword.
No, you're good. So, I have been noticing that, well, everybody in the world has been noticing UFOs. I know that it's always been a thing in the past, but now they shot down, and don't quote me, where was the first sighting of the UFO? Was it China? No.
Well, they said it was Chinese, like spy balloons or something that was here. And I don't know where exactly it was, but it was here in the United States.
You know, and before I look on my phone, this is my thing. Is somebody trying to watch us? Or are these I never can say that word, extraterrestrial.
Mm-hmm.
Are they? First of all, I feel like they're extraterrestrial, and I'm saying it again. I feel like they're aliens or something that is not from this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Why have they decided to come now? If they are UFOs, why have they decided to come now? And my next thing is, if they're not UFOs, why is the countries around us trying to spy on us? What are we doing? That's my two questions. Are they UFOs? And why are they trying to spy on us? What's going on? You're not a little bit worried? Just a tad bit?
This is my thing. UFOs have always been a thing.
Yeah.
I believe that the CIA does a very good job of keeping things under wraps.
Yeah. Area 51, or was it Area 51 that they have?
So my question is also, why now? But in a different context. Because we talked about on previous episodes, now we're seeing giants.
Yeah.
Now we got aliens. Now we got all these different things. So what's going on now as to why all of these different things are now coming to the forefront?
Are they trying to distract us from something else?
Well, they're trying to distract us from Jeffrey Epstein.
And and the crazy thing is, I did see that on TikTok as well, that they came out with a list.
Yeah, of his flight log. Yeah. One of the names I saw on there was Chris Tucker, multiple times, which I was very surprised about. I was just like, whoa, okay. But yeah, they came up with his flight log, and a lot of people don't even know about that. They don't even know that he was under fire for a sex trafficking ring. He had a whole compound.
Yes, for just that.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. And all of this happened during the pandemic when it was able to fly under the radar.
Mm-hmm. And we weren't able to go outside.
Exactly. And honestly, during that time, they were saying that they locked everybody up so they could transport all these different people to where they needed to be at, and nobody got spotted or nothing like that. Conspiracy?
Or not.
I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, I be just taken back by our conspiracy talk. I love it. This
Listen,
is one of my favorites.
I'm saying, because I can talk about conspiracies all day long.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm going to skip the portals.
Okay.
I'll talk about that a different day.
Okay.
So we'll talk about, we have a new segment that we're going to try out with you guys called Uncancel Culture. Okay. So as we know, cancel culture is a real thing. It only takes for a celebrity or a public figure to do one thing before somebody is like, you're canceled, pretty much. Get them out of here. So one of the people that I personally was just like, look, I think we need to uncancel this person.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say we need to uncancel this person is because I feel like this person has done a lot I don't want to say for music, but she definitely has blazed a path in music that, her track record is long.
Absolutely.
And I think people take her for granted. Because especially as of late, this R&B diva, her vocals aren't as tight as they used to be. So people make fun of her.
Yeah.
But the person I'm talking about is Mariah Carey. So I would like to propose that we take Mariah Carey off of the shelf I mean, not put her back on the shelf. I mean,
Yeah.
Take her from the cancel culture and put her back on the shelf. Let's appreciate sis while she's still here. I mean, come on now. Think about just We Belong Together.
Listen. When you left, I lost a part of me. Okay. Sorry.
That's another one of them songs along with, what is it, Bow Wow. I ain't never had nobody. Like, that's one of the songs you gotta take a huge breath before you start singing that song. Because you're gonna sing every word to it.
Absolutely.
And I dare one of y'all tell me y'all don't know every word to that song.
Exactly.
But just to name a few songs in case you forgot. Shake it off. I gotta shake it off. Cause the loving ain't the same. And you keep on playing games.
Hey. Okay.
Okay. Then we go back in the bag.
Okay.
Hero. There's a hero. I'm not even gonna finish. I'm not even gonna hurt y'all ears with that one. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. Then we got Cause you'll always be my baby.
And then
hey. But I'm just saying.
Yes.
Like, I think that we often forget her contributions to R&B music.
Absolutely.
And we need to put Sis back on the show.
Absolutely.
Uncancel Mariah Carey.
I have to absolutely agree with that. First of all, you have her one song that is very, very old that people are making
on TikTok.
A TikTok, once again, a TikTok dance.
Pay us.
Please pay us. But that they're making it a TikTok dance that shoo-doo-doo-doo-doo, baby. And I love that song. Yeah.
For you, baby. I've never heard that song before.
And listen,
I never heard that song before.
It's lovely. I love the song. I probably will play it when I'm going home today because I love that song. So please uncancel Mariah Carey.
Uncancel Mariah Carey. And that's uncancel culture for this week. We'll have another person that we feel like you all need to put back on the shelf and stop playing and put some respect on their name. We'll have another person next week.
Absolutely.
But I think that was a mouthful this week.
We did have a mouthful this
week. We always do. Listen, we go one day without talking and we can talk for 3 hours. I don't even know what the heck we be talking about half the time. But we go from one thing to the next to the next.
We really do.
But that was everything I had.
And that's everything I have. So.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us for another episode of the Sistah Talk podcast. I am the co-host today, Gold Chain Diva, and this is my host.
And I'm Miss Biddy, and don't forget it's What Is He?
All right. And follow us on all social media platforms, and make sure you subscribe to our channel and leave us any comments about any topics or anything that we talked about. And we hope to see you again next week.
See you soon.
Thanks for watching.